History of Dracunculiasis or guinea worm disease. Dracunculiasis has always been subject of curiosity and it is documented in the Old Testament of Bible. With large size of worm and its painful nature, fiery serpent as mentioned in the Old Testament referred to the adult worm that appears out of human body. It is common in Egypt because it occurs around the Red Sea, and it's sometimes called Pharaoh's worm, and probably brought to Mesopotamia by prisoners transported from Egypt to Assyria during the early part of the 7th century. The worm was extracted by twisting it on a stick. Next is the epidemiology of Dracunculiasis. In the latest cases, reported 19 human cases during January to June 2019 from village in Africa. Globally, in 2018, 3 countries reported 1,435 dogs and 6 baboons was infected. In 1986, it is estimated 3.5 million new cases occurred. Since the launch of eradication efforts in 1980s, the Dracunculiasis cases have fallen significantly. We can see that humans can be infected by drinking stagnant water containing copypods that carry guinea worm larvae. The unsafe stagnant water are ponds, pools in drying riverbeds, and shallow hand-dug wells with no protective walls surrounds it.
This is the morphology of female adult for Dracunculus medinensis, or also known as guinea worm. It is also known as one of the largest nematode and is filled with the branches of an enormous uterus that contain 3 million embryos. Adult female is cylindrical worm with smooth milky white cuticle resembling a long piece of white twine. It has blunt anterior end and tapering recurved tail. The mouth is small and triangular and surrounded by a quadrangular sclerotized plate. Adult female can exceed to 800 mm long, while adult male can only grow up to 40 mm, and they will usually die right after mating. Now, let's move to their life cycle. When water containing infected cyclops is swallowed by a man, the cyclops is killed by the gastric acidity and the larvae of guinea worm are released. The larvae will penetrate the wall of the duodenum and reach the subcutaneous connective tissue of human. Larvae then will develop into male and female adults about 3 to 4 months, and then they will mate with each other and causes the male worms to die. The fertilized female worm grows and migrates within the connective tissues throughout the body and reach a site that have possibility to come in contact with water, such as lake. Then, they will secrete toxin that causes a blister formation which will rupture and discharge a milky white fluid. After 2 to 3 weeks, the larvae of L1 are released into water. The larvae will swim in water and can survive for about 1 week, or it can be swallowed by cyclops. The larvae will penetrate the gut wall of the cyclops and enter their body cavity. They will molt twice and develop into the infective stage larvae, which is L3. So, this is the pathogenicity of Dracunculus medinensis. The disease are known as Dracunculiasis or Dracunlosis. The body fluid of adult worm is toxic, which will lead to blister formation. The most common sites for blister formation are the feet, between the metatarsal bones or the ankles. The fluid in the blister is sterile yellowish liquid, which consists of polymorph eosinophils, and mononuclear cells. Dracunculiasis lasts usually for 1 to 3 months. These are the 6 common ways on how to diagnose Dracunculus medinensis, which are by the detection of adult worm and larva, which by scraping the base of ulcer and observe it under the microscope. Next, X-ray can be done as calcified worms can be seen in radiography. Skin tests also can be performed by injected guinea worm antigen intradermally, which then will cause positive response if there are presence of this parasite. Then, serological test is done to detect antibody, for example, ELISA. Lastly, blood tests can be performed to reveal eosinophilia. This species can be treated by antihistaminics and steroids, also by metronidazole, nitridazole, and thiabendazole. Dracunculus medinensis can be treated by performing surgical removal of the worm on the specific site. Lastly, the best method is by the ancient technique of patiently twisting it around the stake. That is all you need to know about Dracunculus medinensis. Thank you.